Hello, I'm now almost 15 years old, and I'm writing to 10-year-old me. It might not seem like much time, but a lot can happen in 5 years. I'm writing to you before you started middle and high school, before you got a boyfriend, before you got to go to your first concert, and before you got to talk to one of your favorite YouTube musicians on the phone, and before you started making YouTube videos and meeting some really cool people. I'm not going to say what exactly happens in your future, but there's some things I want to help you avoid. First of all, even though you hate elementary school and you hate your teacher, please listen in class, because if you don't, there's going to be a lot of things you won't understand when you're in middle and high school, and you're going to have to work your ass off to keep it up. Secondly, cherish everyone around you, your animals and the people around you, because none of the animals you have now will be around when you're my age. Except for those cats. They'll never die. Anyway, there will be a few deaths, but luckily not too bad. There will be one of a friend of yours, not your age, but he's an adult. He's the coolest adult you've ever known. Third, remember to always be there for your friends, and don't let them leave. Sure, you'll make tons of new and amazing ones, but always and forever keep Anna around. You're still going to be friends with her when you're my age, which marks 10 years. But even for ages beyond 15, keep her around. Fourth, you'll have lots of problems that your friends are going through, and you have to help them, no matter what it is. Don't go too overboard, of course, but just have some empathy. You're actually going to make a letter for your friend who shall remain nameless, showing hopefully a few words of wisdom for her, and maybe starting to make a small dent in making her feel better. The next thing, I should tell you so you won't be scared when it happens, but you're going to be in a car crash. You and Cameron will be perfectly fine, but it will be terrifying. It's going to be in the middle of a creepy dirt road at night after dance class, and you're also going to have the scariest ride home on the back of Dad's scooter. But Cameron's the one who had to stay there with the car in the dark because my dad couldn't find the keys to his car. If you don't want to ride home on the scooter while Cameron stays there in the dark, the keys of the car that Dad is looking for, you will later find them in the top drawer of your desk, so the second half is your, or my, fault. Despite some of the bad things that I mentioned earlier, you're also going to have the internet happen to you. You become a nerd fighter. You make videos, you watch people talk to a camera, and you get a Twitter and you meet amazing people because of it. I'm going to directly talk to those people if they're watching. Nolan, you're really cool and nice, and yeah, you're the only guy on the Nerdy Days channel, but it doesn't seem like you mind, or I hope you don't. I'm glad you're Monday, and you're doing a great job with it. Hedwig, you're really nice and sweet, and you're mainly the one that got me into Harry Potter because you asked me that question about it, which pushed me into reading it. You're really nice, and I'm happy that you're Wednesday. Marie, we seem to have a bunch in common. I got to know a little about you, and I can't wait for the things I'll learn in the future. You're good at guitar from what I've seen, and I'm happy that you're Thursday. Taylor, we've gotten to Skype, and I've gotten to know a few things about you too. You're beautiful, and the story I read of yours that you sent me on Skype from your Tumblr page are really amazing. You're very sweet also, and I'm glad that you're Friday. Some people who aren't on the Nerdy Days channel, such as Ashling, we met on Twitter, and we Skyped a lot, and made many plans. I've loved getting to know you, and hearing your funny stories about your ginger friend. You're a pretty close friend of mine, and we like to stalk people together. I love my school friends too, and I hope they're all going to stay close as well. To you people I met on the internet, I love you all, and I dream of meeting all of you in real life one day. I hope we stay friends for a long time, and I hope we keep this project going for a while. To you, 10-year-old Brooke, the biggest piece of advice I can give you isn't to be yourself, because even when you're 14, you're just finding out now who you are. The advice I give to you is to always try in everything, and to stay by your friends. Don't get too obsessed over whether a guy likes you or not, because that's all just stupid. One last thing I should tell you, there's going to be someone at the end of 8th grade who, for the purposes of this video, because I don't want to mention his name, I will call Edgar Allan Poe. And you're probably not going to like Edgar Allan Poe at the right time, but damn it, when you see something blooming at the end of 8th grade between you and Edgar Allan Poe, ask for his number, because you're going to like him at the wrong times. And 10-year-old Brooke, it's Valentine's Day today, and Edgar Allan Poe has moved on, so fight for that someone at the end of 8th grade. Sincerely, 14, almost 15-year-old Brooke.